to my Pottery Barn inspired laundry room. I love how it turned out. In the inspiration, Pottery Barn has these pegs that you would hang baskets from or your laundry baskets from. And I really liked the look of it, but I just didn't like the price. When I was at Walmart one day, I saw in their unfinished wood section that they had not only shelves, but they also had these pegs that you would hang coats from. And I thought how perfect it was to just do a dupe of the Pottery Barn laundry organization system. I have the longer one here hanging my recyclable shopping bags, and the shorter ones up on top hanging my broom, dustpan, mops. Um, and I found some baskets at the Canton trade days and hung those from it to just hang cleaning supplies, my microfiber cloths. I also have this red basket that was left over from Christmas that had broken to hang those shopping bags that you get from the grocery store, and can reuse those for whatever you might need them for. I have several signs that I've collected throughout the years, just hanging on the wall, showing just that it's a laundry room. Yeah, I really like how it turned out. It's a small space, so there wasn't much I could do in there, but I really liked the way that it had turned out. I have these, they were unfinished wood shelves that hang, well, they don't really hang anything, but that's where I have my laundry detergent sitting on top of. And I've painted them all of the antique white spray paint. I couldn't tell you the name of the brand, but I used those as much as I had left on those shelves, and they turned out really well. I got a drink dispenser from Walmart. I think it was about $8, and I had seen that in a Pinterest board and stored my laundry detergent in there. I did have to dilute it a little bit so that it didn't become too thick to come out the dispenser. I also had to turn that dispenser upside down because when I wasn't using it, it tended to drip. So it was easy just to flip it upside down just to keep from spilling. I also have a collection of transferware dishes that I use, and so I thought that that was a perfect way to use it to pour my soap in and use it to fill up my my washing machine. And yeah, it looks great. I love the way it looks. It's very useful as long as you remember to dilute that that washing detergent. It works fine. I have the smaller basket on the bottom storing my trash bags. It actually works out really well because I can see everything that I have, and I don't end up buying things that I don't need. I use it up and then I can replace it. I also bought these shelves, those wooden shelves in Canton, and I really like the way that they look. I bought the brackets below it separately. I have those, all of those connections in the back that made it difficult to hang anything else, so that worked out well. These prints I bought, they're Anna Pugh. She's a British artist, folk artist, and she started selling some postcards, so I ordered them and found these frames that I thought looked perfect in here. I have a basket for Lamy balls and the essential oils that I use in the dryer. I also have a little transferware dish that kind of, we can stick money or whatever we find in pockets in there. I made this top for the top of the dishwasher, I'm sorry, I keep calling it a dishwasher, the washing machine, out of plywood. I had it sitting on top of there for a while, just trying to decide whether I was going to mount it to the wall or not, but I was afraid that if I did, it would dip in the center once you had weight on top of it. And it seemed to be doing well, just sitting on top. It wasn't shifting too much. So I decided just to put a ledge on the back and some quarter round on the side just to keep items from falling over to the other side, and it worked out perfectly. I have some shims underneath it just because my dryer was a little bit lower, I guess, than the washing machine. And then I made a stencil on my Silhouette machine and added a little detail to the top so it wasn't just a sea of antique to white. I bought these baskets at Walmart just the other day. I think it's a sisal print. I think that's what it said on the basket, but I needed something shallower than the collapsible bins that I had in there because I would store paper towels and toilet paper and didn't really know whether it was empty or not. So this was shallower. I could see what I had left. I found this basket at Goodwill and it just stores rags. I have a tray back there. I have trays that I put on my coffee table and different areas in the house, and I can change them out. Right now I'm using a basket on top of my coffee table, so I just have that stored there. And I have another basket on the other side. I found this lost sock sign on my travels back from Florida. It was raining really hard one day, and I stopped into this antique mall and just walked around. I found those baskets hanging from another one of those pegs at Walmart. They were $12 for a set of two, and it was a little more expensive than I'm used to paying at Walmart for something like that, but I loved them. I had to have them, and then a couple of weeks later, they were on clearance. So, whatever. I like the way they look. It holds lint on one side and lost socks on the other. There's my lammy balls again. They're just for throwing in the dryer just to fluff it up or give you some lavender or lemon scent or whatever scent you want. I really like the way that it turned out. I have this key holder that we used to use and I don't use it anymore. So I used it to hang the lint roller, a pair of scissors, and some more of that twine because I seem to use that twine for everything, whether it's hanging pictures or hanging these things that hang from these hooks or those pegs. I have my ironing board and iron behind there because they are a little bit of an eyesore. I'm going to recover that ironing board. I don't know what I got on it. I think I got paint, and I noticed the other day when I was ironing something that the paint came off onto my shirt. But yeah, these pegs work so wonderfully. I love how organized I am now. I have this rug laying in here. You can see some of that detergent that dropped on the floor. But it turned out great. I have shelves that store, basic essentials, light bulbs, cleaning supplies. It turned out wonderfully. I don't mind being in here so much anymore. I mean, you got to do laundry. You might as well like your surroundings. And I put a little lamp in here just for a little ambiance. And there is my milk glass planter that I have holding some clothespins. I think I used them as a decorative element earlier on. But yeah, I love how it looks. If you gotta do laundry, you might as well like it, right? Thanks for checking it out. For more of Valerie's Reclaim Life, hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video.